This is Scribble Kibble, a show all about animation, and today I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different. I got this new game, Masquerada, and I didn't want to spoil anything, so I haven't done much research on the animation or even the game itself. So what I'm gonna do is play the game, take a look at the animation, and make commentary on it. So, different type of episode format than usual. You're not gonna believe this. I was wondering why everything in the recordings and all the cinematics looked really great in the trailers and things, and in the game they didn't look as good. It's because the TV I'm playing on isn't as good quality as my computer monitor, so when I checked the recordings I had already made, there's a big difference. Like, the cinematics have a texture on top of them. All of the 2D drawings have this comic book style texture over them. What do they call it? Like stippling or something? I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But anyway, so all that stuff, I can't see it. So what you're seeing and what I'm seeing are a little bit different. And you know what? I'm just gonna insert this right at the beginning of the episode. So there you go. There's some linear editing for you. This is a big party of characters. Look at them. They're all different too. Are they? Are they all different? Yeah, they are, aren't they? Oh boy. I'm curious, is the character model the same, though? Are they all the same base shape? It looks like it, right? They're all the same height? It's a bit hard to tell with them moving around. I'll look into it later. This is a tough tutorial. Normally, one-on-one, like, here's your main character, or here's one character, and here's what they can do. And then the rest of them are kind of the same thing, so as they get added to your party, you figure it out. This is a bit tough, and there's a lot of names and a lot of lore being thrown around at me, too. What is this guy throwing mud at me? Is that mud? Get back here. Oh, it is a drum. I see. He's hurting me with music. Oh, no! Okay, here's the nice part, is these cinematics. Oh, man, she stabbed him right in the heart. I like that comic style layout with the panels. That's nice. It's really nice. It looks like the 3D model on top of the 2D background that we were just in. So this middle panel isn't, see, now that is a drawing, but that panel before that was the actual game setting. So it's a mixture of styles here. So more of a minimalistic type style of art. I really appreciate those 2D cinematics, though. I think that's my favorite part so far.
The moment you lay eyes on that city,
it's a fade transition between poses. Instead of just a straight cut. I wonder, they must have tried straight cuts and didn't like how it looked. That Scribble Kibble is the same type of animation, just with straight cuts.
Yes, here we are.
Breathe it in, Cicero. The smell of a bad decision.
Fish! It smells like fish. Time to observe the run cycles. So this is a fun challenge, is you try to get the character caught so that its cycle doesn't finish right, but it's obviously not a problem here. Oh yes, let's destroy everything. Oh yes, look at those little balls rolling around. Look, there's even a little shine on that tomato. Let's see how it's rolling. Okay, alright, I'm getting distracted by pushing stuff around and staring at how it's animated. Oh, right. I'm gonna take these horses. What is this? Look at this. I want to ride in that one. Forget you guys. Oh, wait. Is this mine? Okay. I'm down with that. I can phase through the people. I'm magical. Only through people who are moving. It's an easy way to avoid problems with your moving entities from getting stuck and causing glitches, is they just phase through everything. I mean, you make some obvious choices like, hey, don't walk through the carriage, but I can just run through them. And that prevents me from getting stuck. Like, see where they're stuck, right? They kind of stop and stand right there. But they could trap me. Alright, so let's get in this carriage.
What?
Oh no, we do have to take the other one.
Well, the less attention we draw, the better for us anyway.
It's fine, it's just like my life.
Get us through the...
Through the what? Oh no, dagger!
Ages.
Word
words spoken behind
Really?
the
Petty thievery?
The inspector here will fetch us some.
Oh, give me a break. Alright, fine. You know what? I'm gonna take my money back. Alright, I don't have any other party members. So here, this is like the tutorial, what the tutorial should have been. It's just you and these thugs. So let's just hack them to pieces then.
So,
An even more different animation.
He
This
more than
is
once, sir. He was practically
a break from the 3D
relax.
and a break from the comic style. So we've got 3 different types of cut scenes we might see. It's interesting that the portraits are a reflection of what the characters are doing on the map itself. It's not a reflection, it's the exact copy. It's a duplicate of the character model, enlarged, and then masked into that waving flag up there. Oh, there's a character that is a bit different. That guy is short. It's the short, fat character model. Well, not that short, but short. And every time you have a different character model, you have to retweak all of those animations. That's probably why most of them are the same. Oh, little particle effects around the edges of the selections here. It's all actually the same type of thing with some modifications. So you see a lot of similarity between fire, air, and earth. Water's a little bit different because there's actually a circle in place as the piece of art that's supposed to be replicated. And these ghostly images aren't anything special, they're just the same character models with transparency and no texture on them, really. They're not even emitting a glow, and they don't have a shadow. And that's why they look kind of strange, because you can see the different pieces of the body through themselves. It's like if you have Flash, if you've ever used Flash before, and you have a complicated character and you try to turn it transparent, you'll be able to see all of the puppet pieces underneath each other.
Thank you, Alice.
This case is large. It's about
You shouldn't.
Cicero Gavar.
This investigation is not.
So I have this theory. Because sometimes it doesn't really make sense when the cutscenes happen. Like, why wouldn't the characters on screen just do that? So my theory is the animations for the 3D character models are somewhat limited. They're limited to, you know, movement, combat, and that's about it. They don't actually do anything. The animator doesn't individually animate the 3D character models for all these special sequences. So the best thing to do is this still frame 2D animation to take care of any complicated situations. That way you don't have to spend hours and hours animating 2 different 3D models, because this guy on the left here is the 3rd character type we've seen. We've got normal guy, which is Cicero. We've got big guy, and then we have smaller person. So those are the 3 character builds we've seen. So for the scene we just saw, you would need to animate both of these body types doing the original action. And it would have to be interacting with the environment, which, as you can see from the way this table looks, it's not a movable piece. It's a still piece of art. Unlike those baskets you were pushing around earlier, which are actual 3D objects that have collision mechanics and other things, so they actually animate properly when you touch them. As always, the sewers. Oh boy. Also, I'm finally getting the hang of the combat system. Oh, not finally. Yeah, I guess it's about an hour in. Well, there hasn't been that much combat and I'm slow, so... This is a tricky game, though. It's not the type of game where you could just run in and hack and slash and win. I've been playing too many games like that lately. You don't actually need to employ the strategy in the game at all, because you can just get really strong and win that way. Also, I forgot to, you know, put my skill points on my character, so that might be another reason that battle was a little bit tough.
Please. Come on.
Oh no! It's very much a comic book format. It even has the action titles, you know, the question mark, exclamation point. Alright, I see we're not gonna get any of those big 3D cutscenes. Well, like we did in the intro. It wasn't really a cutscene, but No big 3D cinematics. Maybe halfway and at the very end. Ah, so I get it. That cutscene is used a couple times throughout the game just to serve as a transition and to, you know, put more dialogue. Well, at this point, I think that's what we've got to see from the game in terms of animation. Oh, look, I found this other thing while I was wandering. So, you know, 3D models with these shaders on them that give them more of a toon-style look with supplemental cutscenes that are done in a comic book format, which is pretty interesting. And, you know, simple to recreate if you wanted to do it on your own. What it is it's a single panel with character in it, and sometimes they slide around, sometimes there's just panning, zooming, and that type of thing. And then that 2D character has a texture on top of it, or it's painted, however you want to do it. But these other panels come in flying on screen. So that's what the animation style is for the cutscenes, which is pretty interesting and different. And then the animation style itself is starting to really grow on me. Just the, not, you know, completely top down, but more isometric is what it's called. Angled look at the characters. So we get to see all of them, which is nice. Okay, so that's it for this unscripted episode. Pretty different from what I usually do, but I like to try new things every once in a while. I don't really want the show to get stale, you know.